What's up, guys? Antoine Webb here from Culture Matters. Today we have Matthew Victoria with us. Matt's your mortgage guy, MLB residential lending, and we're here to talk about how do I get ready for my mortgage?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people just tend to wake up and say, hey, I want to go buy a house.
Sure.
It's a little different than actually going to buy a car.
Right.
So how do I get ready for a mortgage? What am I going to need? What do I need to know? Well, first thing is that we're going to have to get your credit in line. All right. A lot of people tend to wait and say, oh, I'm going to fix my credit. I'm going to get this. Don't do that.
Okay.
Go and get it looked at. Figure out what's going on in there. That's part of our process.
Okay.
The other thing is you're going to need to get your documentation in order.
All right.
Why do we need documents? Well, because unfortunately the government actually dictates how we do mortgages and what we need to collect. It doesn't go to the government, like it doesn't, like your taxes or whatever you give us doesn't actually go to the IRS.
Okay.
But it just has to be on file.
Gotcha.
Because what happens is when the loan gets sold to an end investor or gets transferred from one servicer to another,
Right.
then they actually have to have these things in the file.
Wow.
What do we need? Very easy. We need 5 things. Well, 5 major things.
5 major things.
5 major things that you're gonna need.
Let's see.
IDs.
IDs.
Driver's license, social security card, and or a work permit or a resident alien card. So if you're not a natural citizen, then you're gonna need those extra pieces as well. Usually they look for the work permit being renewed at least 1 time, or 2 years left on the expiration of the work permit.
Okay.
There are other types of loans, but they get a little funkier, but this is just the basics that I'm gonna let you guys know about.
Okay.
Second one is tax returns.
Here about tax returns.
Federal taxes, we don't need the states. We need the 1040s and any schedules that come along with them. Normally you'll see an A, B, C, or D, or an E, depending on what they have. Like if you're a self-employed person, Schedule C. If you own a property, then it's usually a Schedule E because that's rental.
Gotcha.
Right.
Awesome.
So you're gonna need W-2s.
Okay.
2 years, so a lot of it's 2s, 2, 2, 2. 2 years W-2 and or 1099, depending on how you get paid.
Okay.
1099 means that they're not taking taxes out,
Right.
so you're not necessarily going to be a self-employed person. I see a lot of people like realtors.
Right.
Realtors are 1099.
Right.
They don't necessarily have to be self-employed. I see a lot of nurses or occupational therapists.
Right.
They tend to be 1099 because it saves the employer from actually paying payroll taxes.
Right. So you're getting the money, you're paying the taxes yourself at the end of the year, or how you just had to do it with your company.
Correct. Next up, 30 days pay stubs.
30 days pay stubs.
So it's either 2, 4, however you get paid. If you get paid once a month, if you get paid twice a month, or if you get paid every week, we need 30 days of pay stubs,
Okay.
right? Last but not least, we need bank statements.
Bank statements.
Or statements, because it's checking, savings, and or retirement. So if you have a 401k, or if you have something like that, a pension plan, you're gonna wanna have statements.
Okay.
Why is this important? Because we need to see how much money that you have, right?
Right. Or we make
Because
sense.
when I look at a bank statement and I see 0, it's usually under the mattress somewhere, in a safe, or a shoebox up in the closet someplace. So I know enough to look at these and ask, because a lot of times this right here will actually wind up killing a mortgage deal.
Okay.
So a week before the loan would close,
Right.
well, they need to go and re-verify assets, and they need to make sure that it's properly seasoned.
Okay.
So what is seasoning?
Yes.
Seasoning means that it needs to be sitting in a bank account for 60 days. That's why they want to see the bank statements, because it's all about a money trail. You know, America loves cash, or they say cash is king. Not when it comes to mortgages.
And now seasoned is minimum 30 days.
60 days,
60 days.
for your own money. It's 30 days on a gift,
Okay.
which you can take gifts from relatives. But if you're going to get a gift from a relative, they're going to come back and ask you for a bank statement. So just let them know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need a paper trail, is what they're saying, for any money that's coming in, gifts-wise, within the 30 days. Now, is there any other type of stipulations or, let's say, ways around that, per se? Is there a way that, what happens if you get a gift? Is there any situation where you can get a gift of money and you don't have a paper trail? Like
Can't
marriage
use
or
it.
something like that? No?
No, it all has to be paper trail.
Okay, all paper trail.
Yeah, like if you have
No gift.
retirement funds,
Right?
then when you take the money out of your retirement fund, they normally give you a terms and conditions.
Okay.
You have to give us that too. So that goes along with it. But this is the basic. You know,
Basic.
if you had a bankruptcy before, we're going to actually have to get the bankruptcy documentation. If you have alimony or child support, we're gonna need that too.
Right, and of course, this is all
That's
per
extras.
case basis, but this is the general overview, the 5 things that you're definitely gonna need. There may be other documents, but these are the 5.
Yeah, when you're gonna get ready to go and start looking for a house, when you say, hey, I wanna go on Zillow or Realtor.com and let's start looking,
Sure.
start thinking about having this stuff ready too, because you are gonna need it, because in order to put an offer on a house, you need what? A pre-approval or pre-qualification at a minimum, which means you're gonna need some of these things.
And most likely when you're dealing with realtors, you know, they're gonna have you become pre-approved before they start taking you out and showing you houses, because you need to know what your limit and what your budget is before you start getting out there and say, hey, I like this, I like that. And you may fall in love with a home and then you find out it's just right outside of your zone. So it's best to get pre-approved before you even get out there and start looking, okay? So this is what we need to have in the pocket before we get out there.
There you go, there's your list.
There's your list, baby. So, guys, hope you got some great value from this video. Matt's your mortgage guy. Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me at www.mvictoria.mlbmortgage.com or you can find me at Matt's Your Mortgage Guy, whether it's Instagram or Facebook. I'm all around.
Awesome. Culture matters, guys. Mortgage culture matters. MLB residential lending culture matters.
We're getting your money right.
Getting your money right, baby. Catch you on the next one.